Hi, this is Ken Landgraf, Bronze Age comic book artist, and I'm going to be doing some drawings of the Black Widow. Here you see them colored, and I have 3 drawings I'm going to be working on. Here's another one. And here's yet another. I have her using her laser armbands here. Okay, so I'm going to be inking on one of them. So, first thing I did here, I drew this in with a Sharpie pen, and I colored in with acrylic paint. This is a technique that Wally Wood told me about. This way your inking won't smear when you're inking over it because of the paint. So what I did here is it's drawn with a Sharpie marker and painted. So now I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to use the Sharpie pen brush. And I'll also be using this new brush that I found at Jen Vanna. So first thing I'm going to do is start with her hair. Now look, notice how I drew this. I blocked it in. Look, see this? Here's the hair. Here's the side, and it's going down. I did this so I know where the direction is. So here goes. I learned a lot doing this drawing because I learned how to make the curls and hair move. Like I love this here. That's the inside of the hair. And here, of course, is the outside. And she's got a bang over here. I noticed on the drawings of Black Widow that I looked at John Buscema and Gene Colan, for instance. They all blackened the hair a certain way. They like to pop her head out using black areas. And I want some of the red to show, so I'll pick it up down here. See how it's getting that Black Widow look now? She's got the inking, and I'm getting her swirling effect over here on the hair. And they seem to like to draw her with shadows. And what I'll do here is I'll throw a shadow under her chin. Yeah, what I like to do, since I'm looking through the camera here, I like to move it up sometimes so I can really see what I'm doing. Like, this gives me an idea now, since I moved the camera up, to ink this and show the shadows only. Okay, so this is the Sharpie brush pen. It's called a Sharpie pen, but it's actually a brush. And you can add ink into this if you want. Like I take off the cap up here, and there's a sponge, and I dip that in the ink. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it doesn't. I wouldn't recommend using indie ink in it. The Jen Vanna pen you can fill with ink, no problem. And what I'm doing is I'm following these C shapes. You'll note here when I drew this, I drew the edge just to make the curve. That's a new thing I'm really getting into. I want to learn how to bend the hair properly like Gil Kane did. And I'm going to ink on her face here now. Very light touch. Give her a little shadow on the nose. Notice how I stopped the line here by her eye. Then I continued down. And give her eyelashes. Inking on the lips. Ink the midline of the lips here in the bottom. And we'll go down to her breasts here. How am I going to ink that now? Let's see. I'll move the camera way up so I can see where the rounded shape is. And then what I want to do is I want to keep the middle part of this blue. So I want to start up here, maybe ink some lines. And the reason I'm using these brushes is because you don't have to dip them in the ink, so it's very automatic inking. Again, I'm going to find the middle point here. And what I'm going to do is throw shadows down from the breast. Yeah, I'm looking at this belt she has. Throw shadows under the belt parts. And I'm looking around on the drawing. Let's see her knees here. Find the middle part of the knee and start rendering. Once you find the middle part, there's no way you're going to mess up the inking. Throw some shadows from the knee onto the other part of the knee. Yeah, I'll switch to the Vanna pen now. I just dipped it into water to make sure the ink flows faster. And there's my water up here. Okay, crest the form on the leg. And long lines to short. And we'll outline the leg. I like the Vanna pen because it's made out of like a plastic tip here. So you can press on it real hard. And we got her hands. And what I'm going to do with her hands, I'm going to throw shadows down on her body. And as far as the fingers, ink the middle parts. And here we have her, I guess it's a laser weapons wristbands, and I'm just inking the shadows. Here's her forearm. Ink her outline here. What I'm going to do is ink the middle of her arm, extensor muscles. Then we'll go back to her hair. That's always fun. Throw some shadows from her hair onto her body. And now we're into her shoulder here. Across the form. All you gotta do is render. Once you got the crust of form, you figured it out. Look. And that necklace she has, I'm going to throw a shadow on to the breast here so I can separate the breast part. See that? And you want to take your time here. And I'm going to ink her arm over here. What I'll do is render like this. And throw a shadow from a deltoid muscle onto her body. There's some more hair down here. Ink the side plane. Okay, we got our leg here. You move the camera up so you can see the forms again. Oh, here I'm going to do something fancy. It's happened by accident. Look, I rendered a part of the form, but I'm going to draw a shadow under it. See, when you reduce things down, you get different ideas, so I like that a lot. Here's her knee. A shadow from her other leg onto her boot. And maybe I'll jump around onto another Black Widow drawing. Let's see what we got here. And it's always the similar problems over and over. You look at the drawing, maybe move the camera up a bit so you can figure out where you're going to ink on the breast parts here. Let's see it go. Building shadows underneath. Midline down the body. Moving the camera up because I want to see where I'm going to put those spaces. See that? Shadow. Okay, and ink her hair in a little bit. Yeah, let's ink on the other Black Widow sketch a little bit too. I always like to keep everything fresh, so I jump around a lot of times in 3 drawings at one time. Okay, so that's today's lesson on drawing the Black Widow, and these will be for sale on eBay. And also I'm going to be attending the Long Island Comic Convention February 4th, so I'm going to bring drawings there to sell. Okay, check out my videos on my books, buy some of my books, and please subscribe to my video channel. Okay, signing off, Ken Landgraf. See you next time.